City. It was a quiet, windless morning in the city. The first sunlight of the day slipped through the window slats, casting shadows on the floor. In the corner of the room, Mama Cat Tom lay curled up beside her daughter, little kitten Mew, both of them dozing after a long night chasing each other around the house. The phone rang, breaking the silence. Lisa, Tom's new owner, picked it up. The voice on the other end made Tom suddenly lift her head. "Lisa, it's Mom. I'm not well. I've been so tired lately." Lisa froze. It was Grandma Lan, the woman who had raised Tom for years, until her health declined and she had to hand Tom over to Lisa, her only granddaughter. Tom still remembered that voice. Though it had been a long time, just a faint sound was enough to make her little heart ache. She walked over and rubbed her head against Lisa's leg, as if to say, "Let me hear it too." Lisa turned on the speakerphone. Grandma Lan's voice came through, soft and frail. "Tom, can you hear me? I miss you so much." Tom let out a long meow, lifting her face toward the ceiling. Mew blinked in confusion. "Who is that, Mama?" "She's our old owner, the one who took care of me when I was injured, the first human I ever loved." The trip home. Right after the call, Lisa began packing to bring both cats back to the countryside. Tom and Mew were placed in their familiar travel crate, along with a blue wool scarf. One Grandma Lan had knitted for Tom when winter came. Tom didn't make a sound. She simply stayed quiet, her eyes glimmering in the light of the moving car. She missed the hand that stroked her every evening, the afternoons spent on the porch swing watching the sunset, and the familiar voice calling, "Tom, come eat your fish, sweetheart." Mew looked up at her mother and whispered, "Will Grandma still recognize you?" "She will, sweetheart. True love never fades, no matter how far apart." The reunion. The long flight finally came to an end. As soon as the plane landed, Lisa rushed to take a taxi to the small town hospital, where Grandma Lan was being treated. The little room on the hospital's third floor was bathed in golden afternoon light. When the door opened, Grandma Lan lay there, her hair snow white, her skin wrinkled, but her smile just as kind as ever. She blinked when she saw Lisa and the two pet carriers. Her eyes lit up, something glimmering inside them. "Tom, my little Tom, you really came back?" Lisa opened the crate. Tom stepped out first, as light as a breeze, and leapt onto the bed. She nestled her head against Grandma's neck and let out a long, gentle cry. Grandma reached out with trembling hands to pet her, afraid the dream might slip away. Mew followed shyly behind. Grandma saw her, and her eyes welled with tears. "That must be Tom's child? She looks just like her. Hello, my sweet girl." Tom snuggled up beside Grandma. For the first time in many years, the three of them were together again. Not just pet and owner, but a real family. The final days. The following days passed slowly. Tom didn't leave the hospital bed. She lay beside Grandma day and night. Mew would often sit by the window and tell stories about their life in the city. How awful Lisa was at cooking. How the cactus on the balcony had finally bloomed. Grandma Lan smiled, though her smiles grew weaker each time. Her body was growing frail, but her eyes remained full of warmth. Sometimes she whispered to Tom, "When I'm gone, please take care of Mew. And tell Lisa, thank you for keeping her promise to look after you." Tom pressed her head gently into Grandma's hand. Cats don't cry like humans do, but anyone who looked into her eyes could see the sorrow brimming within. "Goodbye!" And then the day came. One morning, the breeze carried the scent of rain. Grandma Lan passed away. The doctor said she had smiled as she closed her eyes, as if drifting gently into a peaceful dream. Tom sat there for a long time, unmoving beside the empty bed. Mew didn't tell stories anymore. She lay beside her mother, quiet and still, realizing something precious had left the world, something that could never return. Lisa held both cats in her arms. She didn't say anything. She just let her tears fall. A final gift. Grandma Lan was buried in the small garden behind her house, where the purple bougainvillea bloomed and an old wooden swing creaked in the wind. Lisa, Tom, and Mew were all there. Tom brought a little old bell, the one Grandma used to hang on her collar when she was a kitten. Mew laid down a white feather, something she had found the morning Grandma passed, as if it had been sent from the sky. After the funeral, the three returned to the city. But from that day on, every afternoon, Tom would sit by the window, eyes gazing southward. Mew grew up, smart, quick, and curious, but she never forgot the first person who had ever called her granddaughter. Let me know if you'd like me to continue translating the rest of the story, or if you'd like this formatted into a book-style document.